Hey everybody, how's it going? Playing Everything is Crab today. It's a roguelite game. It's like a pick three type roguelite game, it's like every single time you level up you pick three things. And I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I thought that I'd kind of share like my thought process as I choose stuff. And playing on pressure 6, I've never done this before, so on top of everything else, so pressure 2, enemies have increased damage, yada 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 yada. This one has bosses have increased damage. The starting biome is random, which is going to be very interesting. You always normally start in just the grassy biome, and then there's ice and water and desert. But if you don't have certain upgrades, and you can't really stay there. So let's see how that goes. And this is why it's roguelite, not roguelike, because you do unlock these things. And you can see these little numbers. That's the highest pressure that I've beaten it. Depending on the upgrade here, that's the highest pressure that I've beaten it with. But I just got this one. Picky rerolls cost one less. You'll see why that's so good. Because normally in order to reroll your three choices, it costs one of a resource. But this makes your initial first reroll every single time you level up cost 0. So it's like you essentially have twice the chance to get what you're looking for. So that's why I think it's really strong. So there's 3 different types of resources that drop. There's fish. That's what that's what this guy dropped, or the first guy I killed dropped. And these guys, they drop meat. And when it's sparkling, that means that it's going to regenerate your health as well as give you EXP. So let's see. I normally don't go with leech. I normally go with physical instead of abilities. These are kind of just your 5 main stats here, and not a lot of way to get speed. There's only a few different ways to get that, but I usually just try and go for physical over ability, but ability does work. See, if this was like legendary status, that's another thing you can spend. There's these mutagen points, those drop off of elite enemies. Anywho, but there's like the normal common, rare, epic, and legendary. I could spend 10 and then it would go up 1, but sometimes these just start off as legendary and they're going to stay that way. If this was legendary, I would just take that right off the bat and then just go in for abilities. But because I have the mutagen that lets me re-roll my first, or every single time I level up, I get to re-roll it, I'm going to go with this one. I just kind of like this one a little bit more. I mean, this double damage to stunned enemies isn't fantastic, but there is something where on the 3rd level I could do double damage at night, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to go with this. It's like, and you also get feeding speed. That's the speed at which I eat these little resources that are dropped. So like I was saying, and then there's the 3rd resource, it's just apples. Right now I don't have any specialization, so I'll just really pick up anything that's on the ground. I don't really care. So going right into Jaws level 2, it's not bad, but again, I want this to not be blue, I want it to be purple. See, I want it to be epic because then it scales better with my physical. So it's like a lot of times I don't like picking these up early on just because I want to be able to upgrade it so then it scales better. And then maybe I'll just go with something else. But none of these, I mean, this is physical and size and more masses. You can't go wrong with it really, but just for entertainment purposes. Alright, so this is an interesting one where it's just whatever physical attack that damage that you do, or whenever a basic attack is used, this just automatically hits them as well. So if you're going a physical build, this is the way to go, because it's like you don't even have to get a second attack, which I guess kind of makes the game a little bit less, spammy, like you're not right and left clicking. But I just finished a run with one like that. Normally I wouldn't, but it worked out pretty well. So I'm just gonna stick with that. So right now, when I'm not specialized into any sort of, either vegetation, meat, or fish. All right, see, there we go. Meat food progress, 30%. And then these affinities, so based on how carnivore has the predator affinity, stomach has the prey and imposing affinity, jaws has the predator affinity. So based on how many of these you take, that's what it's going to give you a plus 20% chance. So I have 2 predator affinity, that I get plus 20% chance for more predator affinities. So, I mean, but carnivore is very good. Just boom, automatically. It's like now I have something that now I can focus on what kind of like enemies I'm going to attack, and then I'm going to be rewarded for it. So I am going to finish eating that fish. But I know, see this guy, he's one of the main attackers. You're going to see a lot of them, and the enemies do get upgraded as time goes on. And then the key with these guys, you want to let them attack first so that you can get around their back. And eventually I'll be able to obviously eat things faster. And this guy's going to get into the hole. I'm not going to be able to catch him. Jaws level 2 wouldn't be too bad. And there's another thing here. See, this is carcinization. So if you do, as the game's title implies, if you do become more like a crab, it actually makes you get some pros and some cons. So 10% increased damage, but 8% increased food rarity. And so that's, again, even the food has like a green, blue, purple, legendary type like drop chance as well. Which makes, so damage resistance is not bad. Oh, and as you pick these, your character will actually start to look like that. Like I'll get a shell. When I got Jaws, I got little twofers. I'm just gonna see what else we got. Yeah, that was a good pickup. Yeah, I'll switch to Spur. I would like to level that up, and then see how he is the star over his head. That means that he's an elite enemy. That just means that he's gonna drop these mutagen points. Generally, they drop more food as well. But there's a hole right about here. I know he's about to hop right in it, so I'm not gonna be able to get him probably. But we'll see what I can do. I was hoping maybe he had low health, but these guys have a ranged attack. Okay. Chonky's always good. When you're going a physical build, which we are, size increases the range at which you pick things up, and also your attack area, which it explains that left there. So I'll take that. It's already blue. It's not a bad deal. And then there's these mushrooms. These give you XP, but and you can't identify them. Sometimes they hurt you, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they make you trip balls. I got all purple here, which makes me not want to. And I don't mind get the damage resistance and the cold adaptation. I forgot what the 3rd level of fur does. It might be kind of interesting. Actually, I'm not sure if I ever got the 3rd level of fur, so just to find something new out. And then also, if you press the info, it gives you a little thing about animals, which is cool if you're into zoology. Sea otters have upwards of 1 million hairs per square inch, about 1,000 times denser than human hair, making them clear furriest animal contenders. I thought that was the chinchilla was the furriest. Well, it just says contender, so yeah, I thought that the chinchilla had the most dense hairs per square inch. So anyway, so these guys drop meat, so I'm gonna go after him. And look at this, now I got a little fur on me. And then I just have the basic movement ability right now, which is just this little dash. It's, you've probably seen that in like 10 million different games. I admit, he got me there. But yeah, and because I have the fur, I'm not going to be as affected because eventually the snow will start blowing, and then I think I'll take damage from being out in the elements. Alright, more mass. You can't go wrong with more mass. And it's blue. And this isn't I'd like to get this to legendary before I start taking it, so I'll just stick with more mass for now. That was sparkly, so I got my health up. I'm gonna go try and see, even though this guy's gonna drop fish, I mean, he's still an elite, so what I really want is the mutagen points. Alright, we're gonna have our first nighttime now. So unless you have leveled up your senses, it's gonna really lower your ability of how far you can see at nighttime. I might as well eat this chanterelle looking mushroom. Nomadic. So this is kind of interesting. There's points of interest. Again, if you have senses, you can sense them from farther off. There'll be like question marks on the outside of on the edge of your screen. But I don't have any sort of speed right now, so I don't really feel like it's that good. It is pretty good when you have a lot of speed, and yeah, I mean, yeah, when you have a lot of speed and later on, when this is giving you like 150% progress needed to evolve, when you need a lot of food, and instead you can just run around the map and get these points of interest, it's not a bad way to go. Yeah. Hopefully you dropped a blue meat there. This is the first time I actually played this game with headphones on it, and I'm starting to hear some notes that I haven't really heard before. Like, I didn't realize that the nighttime has kind of a little bit more of a spooky vibe to it. Alright, let's see if I can get both of them there, but I really want to get this guy, so I'm gonna keep chasing him. I don't really like scavenger. Again, I don't need any of this ability stuff. This is why I love this mutagen, because it's like, oh, well, I don't like that, I don't like that. Alright, well, I'll just keep going. And I don't really like antlers, how it self-damages you, because then it's like you have to prioritize regen, yada yada. So I'm just gonna go with Carapace. It's straight damage resistance, and then plating. So the plating, for plating, it just means that the first 4 damage that I take isn't going to affect my health bar, but once that's gone, it's gone until I level up again, which, as you can see, you level up several times a minute in this game. Obviously, I'd be doing a lot, if I wasn't explaining so much, I'd be doing a lot more, but regeneration is never bad. And then fish food, I mean, I don't mind fish food progress, but also, you can't go wrong with feeding speed. As you can tell, it's like I'm spending a lot of time just standing around. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I mean, I need one more mutagen point to level up. After this nighttime is over, I'm gonna fight the first boss. This boss, you can tell which one it is. This one, I'm forgetting its name, but it's there. You'll see, they all kind of have horns. This is one of my favorites. It just has really good scaling with physical, a good cooldown, and it penetrates armor or enemy plating, which there's not that many mobs that have plating, but just about every single boss does, so it's nice to have that. But then sprint, you can't go wrong with that either. But I think that the horns, because it's already, let me look at, where am I at? And I'm only on 1 with Jaws, so. And well, yeah, so I think I might switch to horns here. You know what? I mean, it would just immediately increase my damage by quite a bit right off the bat. You know, it would lose a little bit of feeding speed. See, yeah, this is where I really like roguelites, where you really have to consider. And then sprint, this is a new movement ability. It doesn't actually give you like any quick burst of, well, I mean, I guess it is a quick burst of speed, but I mean, it's not like a dodge roll, you know, it's just a flat speed increase for X amount of time. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the horns, because then the next time I get it, hopefully I'll be able to just automatically make it legendary, and then it'll be scaling really great once I get it to 5. And then yeah, I have to switch it here too. All right, now I lost my little twofers and I got some horns. It looks like. So, I don't know if that. I don't know if he had full health, but. I'm kind of looking like a Koopa Trooper, a little bit, with the fur and the green shell there. No, I totally whiffed that one. And I whiffed my little... This guy's really giving me the ring around the rosy here. Alright. I'm not super thrilled with any of these, so I'm going to move, and I shouldn't have. But feeding speed, I'll always take it. Regeneration is like something that it's nice to have when you just kind of automatically regenerate health. But as long as I don't have anything that's like actively hurting me, like antlers, I don't really feel like it's super necessary. It's like as long as you play well and you don't get hit by anything, then it's not really necessary. So the first boss is coming up. I'd really like to hope get one more level up, and then I'd have... Come on, man. Give me a break here. Alright, at least I'll have full health for the boss. Because this boss has one mechanic that I have no idea how to counter it. It just rolls at you. And it just seems like unless you have the sprint leveled up, it's just always going to catch up to you. So most of the time I just run into it now to stop it. So it does this move. It's going to do a trunk swipe. It usually does that twice, but that's okay. I've gotten this character, and see how normally I wouldn't have done any damage to it. I wouldn't have done any damage to it till I got that gray bar down, but because I'm using horns, I just went straight to its health. So, oh yeah, after you kill the boss, then you get the branching. So it's like a special evolution. So I can get into what social is and everything like that later on, but right now legs is huge for us. That it's going to be great just to be just flat out faster. You can't go wrong with it. And what I really like about legs is this third level up. You can, if there's a star, that means that it has like a branching evolution. And this third one with legs is if you don't have arms, then you can just automatically get arms, but it decreases your speed a little bit. And arms is huge. Arms is just like an all-around great evolution. Which I guess when you think the game kind of makes sense in a way, you know. But, yep, see, now I got little toesies moving around a little bit faster. These guys both drop meat, so I'm going to go after him. Alrighty. This guy just minding his own business. Wrong. Oop. See, this is what I like to call a little clusterfuck when there's all these people all over. This one didn't turn out very good, but alright. This guy, most of the time they come after you try and hit them. See, this character, because he has this little shell over his head, you can't actually hit him unless that shell is gone. Alright, I actually have quite a few mutagen points. I'm just going to go straight for the legs, you can't argue with that. Alright, now these little bastards, they're going to start dropping, poison pools as well, so you got to be careful for that. Ooh, look at that epic piece of meat. So yeah, the more mass, I'm definitely going to level that up. I would honestly probably even level that up to legendary. But yeah, so this is where the social, see, there's gregarious. This is the one thing that I haven't tried to do a build strictly around gregarious. And I can see how maybe, I mean, it's all about charming enemies. And then they give you stats when they're charmed, and if they're attacking type mobs, then they'll help you out. They'll attack people with you, so it's interesting. But as you can see, we're going for kind of just the run-of-the-mill meat and potatoes kind of build here, you know. So yeah, more mass, can't go wrong. More health, bigger attack, more size, and more physical. So And then the size increases, like I said, your attack size and your feeding area. So you can't argue with that. See, because normally I'd have to get through this guy's plating, but because I have horns, I don't even have to do that. I guess I'll do the fur level 2. And I'll level it up. Let's get a legendary, fuck it. And then I have 100% cold adaptation too, so I should honestly go try and find a little winter biome where I would really thrive, but I'm gonna go to this point of interest. No, I'm not gonna get that. I think that these guys drop fish. Yeah, they do. But yeah, I'll definitely take the carnivore. I probably shouldn't have made that fur legendary. I probably should have saved my mutagen points. Here's my first point of interest. Oh no, this one is really interesting too. So I can do high rarity meat, but then there's just 50% chance to spawn a land boss. And I just thought of something that I should have definitely thought of earlier. You can see what the next boss is going to be after you defeat the first one. I'm not even sure if but this next one, he makes the arena completely out of water. So it's really good to take wings, because wings just gives you your terrain adaptation plus 80%. You could just go over any terrain, no problem. So, yeah, I don't know if wings was even one of mine, but I don't think I've ever defeated this boss without having wings. But I'm going to go with this high rarity meat, and we'll hope for... It's pretty garbage. But yeah, I can't go wrong with that. Okay, what's this? Damage return, 55%. I don't mind it, but it's just, you know, it's one of these things, it's like, if you're planning to fail, you know, it can't hurt. But I'm not really planning to fail, you know, I don't really want to plan on getting hit. So yeah, we'll keep going with the meat food progress, hopefully level up. And we did get the boss spawn. So yeah, this is another one of the bosses. Or wait, yeah. But I think that they're kind of nerfed from their original version. I'm not really 100% sure. But it's like you get even more meat, so I don't really mind when they spawn as long as your build is going well. I think it's definitely worth leveling up this carnivore. I'll just, yeah, fuck it, let's do it again. Alright, now what I really need is feeding area and feeding speed. Because it's like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good amount of damage, getting around pretty well. But yeah, it's just the starting and stopping that's really killing me right now. Oop. As you can hear from the audio, evidently the mushroom that I ate had the psychoactive effect. Alright. A lot of damage resistance. Alright. 50% of your cold adaptation is gained as heat adaptation. Alright, dashing on snow has a 20% chance to spawn food on the landing area. Double the chance if a leap was used. Interesting also, this is kind of like like one of those videos of foxes. I've never seen this before. See this, I don't really like this because it's like, I have to go find a snow area and then just kind of stay there. Not even on one right now. And then this would just make me completely good at heat as well. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. This just is an all-rounder, and then this just makes me really good on snow. And I don't have leap, which I think with having legs, leap is one of the things I can get. But I'm just gonna stick with wool. Look at that! I legitimately have wool. This character looks a lot different than some of my other ones for sure. Again, I'd like to level level up this muscular tissue. Let's see what else we have. Perfect. See, this is such a huge thing. You get one less speed, but then it gives you arms, which I guess, like, I can tell you. Well, I'm sure I'll have an arms pop up here pretty soon. I don't really like any of these. Again, this is kind of planning to fail on damage. I'm like, yeah. Let's go with sprint. This is good. I'd like to have this at legendary, but it's really nice to be able to see this just makes me a little bit faster for a short amount of time. And it has a pretty quick cooldown too, so. So yeah, this little flame above my head, that's because it's really hot out. Whenever you're in the desert in the middle of the day, you start to gain that. And if I didn't have any heat adaptation, then it would be really, really bad. But, and then once it's full, then you just straight up take damage. Trunk is really interesting, but see, a couple of these, it says physical, the damage, it has really good scaling, but then it says physical or ability lowest of, so then that kind of just, you have to level them both at the same rate, basically, in order to make it do a decent amount. And one time I did this, I had physical and ability, and then with ability you can start to decrease cooldown, so it's like it seemed like at least like 50% cooldown. So then this was only like 0.75, and that's about how long it takes to do this attack, because it's a slow attack. So it just felt like I could just like keep swiping, like, or just do the trunk swipe over and over again. But yeah, chonky, can't go wrong with that. And then you can always go in the shade in order to protect yourself from stuff like heat and whatnot. Let's see if I can get this guy to fight me. Seems like he wants the smoke. Again, I'll just go chonky here. I just got poisoned. Which, yeah, I'm definitely not thrilled about being poisoned right before the fight. But, yeah, let's re-roll these. I'll take that right now. Okay, so the second boss is going to be out here in a second. You can tell by this progress bar up top. Wow, this thing's got a lot of health for such a little tiny bastard. Alright, but yeah, it's perfect. With the legendary horns now. And now, from what I can tell, when you upgrade the evolutions, they stay that way. So now, this is the second level of this. All the way 3, 4, and 5, it's going to stay legendary every single time I take it. So, this is going to be the best damage scaling you can get. Unless you get legendary at level 1 and all the way to 5. That's technically the best, but... Okay. Now, I'm kind of scared about this boss, but I feel like my damage is pretty good, that I can kind of mostly, for the most part, just kind of bully him. Because I don't miss. See, as you can tell, I'm really slow in the water, so I have to stay on land here. And then that's kind of how he gets you. Oh, look, I didn't even realize he takes out some of the land, too. This is going pretty good. Yeah, but I always thought, besides this whole water thing, this is probably the easiest boss. Like, if you have wings, it's just like, oh, it's a free win, you know? That's free real estate, as they say. Alright, not a huge fan of any of these. Muscular tissue, I mean, we're doing a physical build. Yeah, let's get it up to blue and start leveling that. Can't go wrong with it. Speaking of wings, there it is. And I might take it too, because now that I have legs and arms, it just, none of these are really with like the predator imposing type build that are left from what I can remember. So yeah, this is just gonna, you'll see. You saw how slow I was on the water. Wait till you see this. It's like I'm not even, it doesn't even affect me like at all. Why don't you fight me, boss? Alright, I keep missing. You got me. Alright, that was my best showcase of my skill. But yeah. Will you quit it? I'd really like to level up my sprint. Alright, let's go get. Oh, this is. I know that this little yellow berry. Oh, this is interesting. You know, random rim. See, this seems pretty spectacular. Little legendary only evolution, which there are a few like robust, which I think it's just robust is like depending on your size, it just gives you that much extra health. So because I have plus 67 size, it'll give me 67 health, which as you can tell that would be huge. It's like a 66% increase pretty much. But I really don't like the randomness. Sometimes it can just give me some dog shit one that's really not going to help me, where I'd really honestly rather just go for the for sure thing. Level up the muscular tissue, or yeah, and well, upgrade the muscular tissue and then level it up. Alright, I thought that little yellow fruit was going to be one of those little guys that hides. I'll just do that. See, this isn't that great. I mean, this is good early on when you're only doing, 8 or 9 damage in the very beginning. And this is really good when you need, like, as you can see, I need like 300 food progress. But, yeah, I'll just do that. See what we get. Horns, that was a great pickup. Yeah, we'll take the feeding speed. You can't go wrong. I could have got the free reroll there, but I like the for sure thing, and it's like, and until I get, see, all these stars are making me go wild out here, because I want the mutagen points, because it's like now, anything that I get, I want it to be at least epic or legendary. We're halfway through. I've tried this before, I didn't really like it. I like being fast. I want to be able to catch things and level up. So this increases the speed, or the sprint's length and how fast you are, and I think the cooldown's always 4 seconds though. Alright, see now we're starting to go sicko mode on them. Just absolutely dominating. I do have to be careful with this pressure 6. The bosses are gonna do more damage. This next boss, it's the kangaroo. Interesting, that would be cool for an ability build. But see, this is why I love this mutagen so much. It's like, okay, ability, I don't have any of that. Well, I barely have any of that. It's like attack penalty. I don't want that at all right now. Trunk would be dog shit for me because it's going to use my ability score. So I just get the free reroll, Which I still don't really like any of this, but I don't want to use my mutagen points, so I'm just going to take carrots. See, at nighttime, I swear, well, it's just some of the mobs are way more active at night, so. Oh, you're coming at me, huh? All right. Can't go wrong with the feeding speed, Yeah, we're going sicko mode on him now. Oh, this guy doesn't want the smoke anymore? Ooh, I definitely want to get this guy. Come back here. I left all that food behind, and then he fucking went to the hole. Typical bastard. Oh, see it? At least this guy's gonna stand and fight. He's not gonna drop food. I think I might actually do the increased attack area here. I should actually re-roll these. These are all green. Yeah, okay. Well, I ended up getting green stomach anyway. That's fine. The reason why arms is so good, hopefully I'll get one pretty soon here to upgrade it even more. Maybe right here, arms? Right here? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Because this feeding distance, it just increases the distance at which the stuff you, especially now, all right, now I have pretty decent feeding rate, but I don't even have to get close to it because it increases the distance. I've gotten like arms to level 3, and then with like the trunk, it increases your feeding distance, and I think you can get a tail that increases your feeding distance. I swear to God, the entire, any food that's on the screen you eat, it's fucking nutso. So, I mean, obviously I'd like to get the sprint, but this is just such a huge thing because, you know, and it's like, it's good for any build because it's going to increase your ability or physical, whichever one you're going for. And if you do have a trunk build, or what's another one? Another one uses both of them as well, where it uses the lower of. It's increasing both of them, so it's just like, my God, you know? All right, so anyway, arms too. You're gonna start to see that where, like, anything that's like, see this. Let's see how far away I need to be before this starts to get eaten. See, I'm like not even remotely close to it, you know. And then once you get in these like big dog pile-ups like that, it's just like everything just starts to get eaten. It's okay, and now even further. I still want this guy's ass. Come back here. Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh, this guy drops fish. It's not that great, but I'll take anything. Actually, I think he might have dropped meat there. Nah. I'm gonna say no again. Reach isn't bad. This one just uses both. It's not the lower of, so but you still definitely benefit from having them both. I hate spending the mutagens on read rolls, but these are really all dog shit. Alright. I'll upgrade it. Alright. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get in there, boys. Come back here, you little bastard. Alright, I feel like I've been chasing that cat for... See how far away I'm eating with the arms? How far away I'm eating the food? It's nuts. Which is huge, because, yeah, I mean, you want to just be leveling up as much as possible. This is pretty good. I'm at a pretty good level here for how far in I am. Again, this is all dog shit. I will say, herbivore, it sounds like it wouldn't be that good, because it's like, you know, I'm running around and attacking everybody and not really focusing on the vegetation. But I think if you get carnivore and herbivore, then it opens up omnivore, and then it's just straight food progress. So it's like you get more progress towards your levels. You might need to get the, I'm gonna have real trouble pronouncing this one. It's what is it? Piscivore, you know, like Pisces. It's that's the one from the fish affinity. But no, I'm gonna spend it. I'm not even really sure. What am I even looking for here exactly? There's definitely, okay, here we go. That's one of the ones I'm definitely looking for. This is, yeah, as good as my sprint's gonna get. So 3.5 seconds plus 80 speed. You'll see, it's great once you start moving that fast. Okay. Come here. See, look at that. I just catch up to just about even. These are like one of the fastest ones. These little blue guys. Ooh, robust. There we go. This one's huge. Okay, your max HP is multiplied by your size value. Like I said, so your max HP is multiplied by your size value. So I think that. So there's no way I think it's just going to increase my max HP by 167%. So yeah, it'll be roughly like 150. Yeah, 143. Not bad. not bad at all. Oh, look at all these. Yeah, I'm missing my ability now. I only have one to keep a track of, you know? Ooh. I should just take this spur. Yeah, I mean, I really should. I really want to get this legendary, but... Alright, let's see. Got more points of interest. This is nice in a pinch, but yeah, I'll get the regeneration here. I should go over here. I'm furry. I should go over there. I'll go to the right. Full level of progress. Yeah, I'll take that right now. Body slam. This might... I wonder... This... Well, it's just that I have this at level 3. 1.6 to 2.2. But yeah, this... And my HP is not really that insane. 143 is not that crazy. It's hard to get really high HP unless you get hump, which is whenever you eat the sparkly food, when you have full HP, it just increases your full HP. And then with that, as you can see how much food I'm eating at this point, it can just go insane. Like I've maxed it out. I've gotten 999 before. But yep, as you can tell, these are all pretty much dog shit, so yet again, I'd rather this be legendary, but hey, what are you gonna do? I guess I must have taken 1 point nomadic at one point, did I? I don't remember doing that. It must have been the only thing that was decent, because that gave me I was less than 25% away. I wouldn't mind, honestly, having my senses go up, so then I can find the legend or the elites easier. Because what am I even looking for, really? Horns. Looking for horns. For sure. And some other stuff that I'm forgetting about. So yeah, I'll go with that. Alright. Let's go to my people. Let me show you the song of my people. See, I'm not even affected by the cold at all. Normally the wind would be like blowing me around and shit. And you'd be slowed down. Yeah, just give me the more eyes. I do need to be careful. I am kind of acting like I'm just the king of the jungle, and this is going pretty fucking well, but oof. I guess the regeneration would be good right now. Now, this is going pretty well, but you know, it's not complete absolute sicko mode. Spit. Nope. I'll take reach. I don't know if you ever played I can go on the water, no problem here. I don't know if you ever played Mass Effect, where Garrus says, what did you say? She had flexibility, I had reach. It's a long story. You're gonna have to, if you've never played Mass Effect, just do it. Do yourself a favor. Sharpen. So this is actually an ability, so I get to use the Q. I guess that they call it an ultimate ability. So yeah, damage buff. So yeah, this is definitely something that I know I keep going on and on about it, but yeah, this is definitely something that you want to use the mutagen points for. But still, my Predator's at 31, so it's going to give me like about what, 16 or 17 damage for every single attack for 10 seconds. And then this increases, you'll see when I get the better ones, but that's going to increase obviously the horns, and then I always hit them with spurs every single time I attack. So yeah, it's not bad. I mean, this is actually, once I get the sprint and the sharpen, this is when I start to really consider myself in sicko mode. But without hump though, which I think getting the shell, maybe you can't get hump when you have the shell, so maybe that's how I fucked up there. But yeah, that's when I really consider myself in sicko mode. But anyway, I honestly I don't even know where I started using that term. Oh, this is, so I'm about to face the boss, so decrease damage by 25% for 1 minute. That makes sense right now. And then yeah, we'll go with the horns. Okay. So this guy, it's like you basically just gotta go in like a clockwise fashion. And yeah, my damage is looking pretty good at this point, so this is not even a problem. But this is the hardest level that I can play on right now. I have to beat this before I go to anything harder. So as you can tell, these two, this one's like this is great if you had insane prey value. This is really good for gregarious. This is all about points of interest. This one's just, I can't even imagine, like every 10 seconds, I mean, you just straight up, I mean, yeah, you just level up for free with this. Not bad. But yeah, this is good because yeah, size and max HP will take it. The social and gregarious affinity, you know, it is what it is. Okay. I'm finally back up on mutagens. The reach is not bad. I'll take it. Alrighty. Where are these fuckers at? You want some? You too? No problem. So, yeah. Again. What do we got here? Tail. I guess it'd be okay for feeding distance, but nah. As long as I'm above 10, then I can still make something better. Okay, let me go see who's up here. Oh, it's this guy. Unfortunately, these guys poison me, but sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, you know? Sharpen level 2. Definitely upgrade that. So yeah, just gonna do straight up 34 more damage, well 35 more. And then because I'm using 2 attacks at once, it's like just an extra 70 damage. You know? Oh, here we go. This is a little fuck pot. I honestly want this. Ooh, I wish I had 3 more. I'd make that legendary. So it's good to have all that whatever. See now, especially between the third and the final boss, this is when you start getting all those big ass melees, so it's good to have that area. This will increase the area a little bit. Oop, totally whiffed there. I think I'm gonna upgrade my senses so I can find the elites better. Yeah. And your senses you can see better in the dark too. I don't really think it explicitly says that. It's just kind of something I figured out. Oh, listen to this music. See, I've never heard this with my, I'm about to get poisoned. I've never played this with my headphones on. So the first time I'm hearing this. Okay. So now in the daytime we should be able to find these elites pretty easily. And look at our little guy. Come on, fight back! Fight back! It's like a really fucked up lamb. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. You know what would be really good now? Is the one... There's one that increases the chance that food is sparkly and therefore heals you. I guess because, you know, I'm getting a little worried about those melees. Yeah, we're really not... There's nothing... I guess I'll just do regenerative tissue. I mean, you can't go wrong. Just regenerating health. Come on. Why does this guy want to fight me? Fight me! Do I have to, like, slow down? No, it seems like he's running away. also the extra senses. You saw that dodge come up. Yeah, there's a dodge chance as well. I like the... Yeah, I guess my feeding speed's already out of control here. Yeah, 237%. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else we got. I'll do this, because there's plenty of fish being dropped, so... And it's already epic, you know? It's more economical to kill, like, these big Murloc-looking motherfuckers. More eyes, I'll take that. But I see some, there's some to the left here. Alright, let's get over there. We're hoping it. Look at this little... Oh, I don't know what it means. Oh, defeat a shiny animal? I've done that, though. Oh, you know what? I must have done that. I must have done that in one of the challenge modes, so it didn't count. I am running into more of these, but let's see what else we can get. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. This is interesting. I've only seen one ability that... The Jaws ability. On its 3rd level up, you can make it do double damage at night. And then there's, in the desert, there's sundials that either increase the length of the day or increase the length of the night. So, and this also increases the length of the night. Okay, anyway, I think I'm gonna take herbivore because then omnivore might pop up. It's like, fuck it, we're just getting... I mean, I probably literally only have maybe one more minute of actual gameplay before, the final boss shows up here. Come here, you little bastard. Alright, whatever. Sharpen. Nice. See, that's why I don't like the active abilities, because I always forget to use them. So now I don't even want to use it until the final boss. 'Cause I'm not even sure what I'm looking for here. You know what? I'll fucking take the poison resistance. It seems to be like one of the big things that's actually doing me in here. And I'm sure the final boss will do poison. It seems like the final boss has been the same for every single he'll do damage resistance. I've probably skipped over this, what, 15 times? Seems like the final boss has been the same for every single pressure. There's some other mechanics that come up too. I think that they want, like, some meteors start coming down and shit like that. I think that's to keep people who are playing, like, you know, kind of a scaredy cat type of game where you're letting your other, or, you know, like the gregarious or social. Look at this little bastard, thought he could hide. Take these two out. Yeah, fuck it, let's just take that. Nice. Just a little bit off from being able to take those guys out in one hit. Okay, it's our fucked up looking sheep. Take on the final boss here. Come here, little bastard. Think you can run away from me? Not interested. Sure, fuck it. Might as well level it up. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. Alright.
I don't want to take too much damage for this final boss, but this run has gone pretty well. I don't think I'll have any issues. I'm not gonna lie, I think that I've done a good enough job that I should basically just be able to bulldoze him. Look at that be, okay. Alright, the crab kid. Oh, I'll actually use my sharpen. Now I'm doing like twice as much damage. Yeah. Increase the immune system. Yeah, look how much damage I'm doing with the sharpened claws. It's nuts. Alright, so that was my highest level, best time, most mutagens, or anything. I thought, yeah, that was the highest pressure. And then, cool thing with this game is you can take a picture. You can always remember your little guy here. I have it only set to record the game, so I won't be able to show you like in the folder, but yeah, I think that was one of the more unique ones. The guy ended up looking like a sheep. It's like a Koopa Troopa for a little bit there. So yeah, that's everything is crab. Alright, pressure 7. Bosses are protected at the start of the fight and after each enragement. That's like the longer the fight goes on, they get enraged. Increases environmental damage. Interesting. What did I get? And then yeah, so these challenge modes are like unique little runs. Harmless, you don't have attack slots. That one's gonna be really hard for me. An Ice Age or Frozen World. Because I'm gonna have to learn how to play the gregarious prey animal, which is just the opposite of how I generally like to run my builds, so probably stick around for that one, folks. Then this is leveling up the little mutagens. I think these ones are just pretty basic, just beating it on higher pressures. Alright, well, yeah. That was Everything is Crab. I hope you guys liked it. Have a nice day.